Hi everyone! I'm just making a quick video to introduce you guys to the assignment we've got coming up this week, which is our second to last week of this English 101 course online. So I'm just going to quickly go over what you need for your draft of Essay 4. I'm going to keep it short because there are a couple other videos I'd like for you to watch for this week. So just a quick reminder, you guys have a couple assignments this week. Your last blog post, which is exciting. So for the blog post this week, I decided to either let you choose from our topics list that we've done before, or there's also the edit option of kind of doing a little reflection of English 101. Like, what advice might you give someone taking this class in the future, or what advice might you give me? I am open to ideas. And then your Essay 4 draft is going to be due this Sunday. So make sure that in your draft, you're using your outline to help you, and we'll talk about a couple other tips here in a second. And then the last thing you'll want to do is sign up for a conference. This is a one-on-one meeting with me via Microsoft Teams, quick and painless, just going over what I can help you improve in your Essay 4 draft before the final draft is due. So let's talk about some tips and tricks for this article. So like I mentioned before, make sure you're using your outline to help you. I made a very detailed pre-writing and outline for this assignment so that when you get to drafting, you're not like, oh my god, what am I doing? Just remember that this is like really any other essay, but also similar to our blogs in a way. You're, writing an essay, but with a specific audience and purpose in mind, and you want to incorporate multiple perspectives. So that's where your sources come in. And then I did post a video last week about giving in-text citation information for any outside sources. So make sure that you're giving at the very least the author and title of the source that you're discussing and quoting around anything that is exact wording. You can also embed a link in your document, and I will walk you guys through how to do that. So other things to remember when you're including sources, and this is something that you may get into more as you work in 102. If you're not required to take 102, I still think this is useful information to know, because although your job may not require the kind of writing or research I'm asking you to do right now, you do still need to find information. You do still need to support what you believe and have an understanding of how to talk about what you find. So make sure that you're always giving context. What does this source have to do with your ideas, and why are they important? Also, quoting depends on who you're talking to. So what is useful to you as a writer needs to also be useful to someone as a reader. And make sure that you're also aware that links are totally fine for our essay here. So what I'm going to do is pull up an example article one of my students in a face-to-face class has been working with, shared with permission, and talk about how you might add a link. So something that I've done in face-to-face classes is worked with templates that have places for you to put in images, subheadings, and things like that. And you're totally welcome to use a template like that. What you can do is search either Google Docs or Microsoft Office and just search for article or report templates. And often they'll give you a good idea of how you want to set up what you can do. So I'm going to share an article by a student who is talking about the COVID-19 vaccine, which is definitely a very, hot topic. So, alright, he has decided to call his article COVID-19 Vaccine Isn't Worth It. And he's got an image here, which is good. And then below you'll see that he's got subheadings, which says introduction. And then he talks about COVID-19 has, I think he means had here, a big impact on everyone over the last year. But could the vaccines make a bigger impact on people's lives? I'm just going to help him with a question mark there. As good as it is that we got a vaccine for this disease, there's a question that was rushed and don't know about all the side effects in the future. Millions of people have already gotten the vaccine, but what about the people who don't want it? So I think this is actually a great topic for this last web article. And what this student has done is inserted a link here. You can see this hyperlink to text. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So he found a web explanation on COVID-19 vaccination data. So once he decides that this is a good source to use, he can either describe the source in his writing or he can link it there. So what he's going to do is highlight the text that he would like to connect with that link, and then he's going to click this insert link button in his Google Doc. You can also go to insert and then link here. And what it's going to do is it's going to give you an option to copy and paste that link in. So if you would like to incorporate links as in addition to quoting and paraphrasing, I am all for it. The last thing I wanted to touch on is just some questions to ask yourself. So before you turn in your essay for a draft, I want you to think about how you've included outside information. Do you have an in-text citation or a link for any information that's not your own idea? And then what areas might benefit from an additional example, additional idea? Remember, we're trying to get to 1,500 words, so anywhere where you can add more is good. Then, do you have images that support your writing? We're going to talk next week about how to cite images, so don't worry about that just yet. And then finally, very easily, is there a title? And where's your name? So as far as how your web article should look, I'm pretty open, but I think the example I showed you is a good kind of base idea. So I'll get this posted hopefully before next week, and let me know if you guys need any help with this draft.